Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 4. Uh, should have started at turn 75, but I got a little bit carried away. So this will take us up to turn 100. And with any luck, we do have another town here. Okay, we got to be careful how many we have. And it says here that we can have extra chosen units, which is good because I would like some. So we're going to rebuild our armed forces by doing that. That, fantastic. Look at our population, and this is the maximum influence and science we can have. Maxing out on food. I think I will take this Black Hammer guy. No, he says he's happy there. I think overall it's best to keep him there. This, if I put him here, we lose two industry, but we get 4. So it's a net gain of +2. But we're going to lose the science and so we'll leave him there. Okay. What's going on there? We can't specialize that. We have a decent amount of influence happening there, which means we can and we will soon put a few more districts here. Like I said, I think I'm going to try and get science and science around these anomalies, because whenever a science district is near an anomaly, it gets extra science. So 155, how much do we need? 157 next turn. Okay. Start of the monsoon, sunny days, tidefall. Okay, so reminders, pending event. Oh, something's happening. What is all the noise coming from the streets? What shall we do? Oh, we don't want to do that. We like them. Why would we want to do that? Lose some dust, gain some approval. We lose approval and industry. Yeah, no. Convert. Okay. Thank you very much. I did think maybe I could go after these guys, but I don't feel that confident right now. Let's heal them up and try and clear the... Okay, the choice maybe has been taken away from me. 590, 799. The reason I'm not entirely confident with that is because they have 2 heroes. One of them is a melee hero. Looking good, actually. Although their archer is damaged, and that's archer, so I could push and close with them and do something useful. I think I could win it. I'm going to stay there. If they attack me, then we'll do something. Right, as I promised, new science district. Build the science round like that. Over here, we will put a... We haven't put any of these down yet, but I don't think we need to. And we haven't put any of these down. This might be more useful on the bigger city because it does increase the population slots. And if you have more population than there are population slots, then you end up with slums. or shanty towns, something like that, which is not desirable. So let's stick one of those there and one of those there. Why not go 3 dusts? Wait, let's cancel that because that's an anomaly. 8 science is pretty good. Yeah, let's put science there instead. Okay, let's leave that alone. Turn 80. Remember, we're going to turn 100 here. Okay, let's... Oh, they ran away. Okay, fine. Well, you know what that means. We're going to have to go and corner them. Okay. Oh, has he just split up? Okay, trading posts and quarries. Excellent. There we go. Hydromiel, which will boost our dust extraction once we're ready to go. What does this do? Ancient bunker. Oh, it's an anomaly. Okay. Okay, one of those. Nice. And we're going to build another one of those. Yep, we are building another one of those. Fantastic. And we've got our influence coming in quite nicely. So once this is done, I think we'll look into what does our population look like. Okay, we're fine for now. We don't need to build extra population slots. A little bit strange because I did just send them running right. Shall we do it? Okay, so I'm going to go manual just to see what happens. Okay, so we get a bigger deployment zone this time. Okay, let's do this. That is tight, and they get to go first. Okay, so he also gets to do Rain of Arrows. That's nice. And bring him around. So I think that dungeon fight, I think there was some sort of bug there. Because as you can see, all the units I should have, I do have. Who is this? Is this a legionary? Legionary. Ah, that's my defender. I want to keep him. Okay, so I think we got the choice. We could do that or that. Will that kill him? Not sure. What happens if we go scope short? Will that will kill him? Nice. Nicely done. Okay, and now this turn we are going to heal a little bit. Could it be that that dungeon was just a very tight battlefield and that was causing the problems? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's get healing. Skill tree. So this, yep, per determination, we're really going to lean in on this skill, Rain of Arrows, which is the area of effect. Because again, it seems like you're only going to have, I don't know, maybe 10 units in any fight late game. So having something that attacks so many hexes is going to be useful. 1084. Hello, what is this? Think it needs a bit more time to heal. Right, what were we doing over there? Okay, so we're getting more titanium, which means next turn we can upgrade and get another defender. Very nice. Ah, allied territories. Actually, you know what? I think we can take this fight and then... Ah, it restocks. Interesting. Okay, we'll go there then. If we're going there, we might as well take these two and do an army meet over there. We'll take these two out, upgrade this guy, and add two chosen. So we get something of an uber army. Why is their attitude friendly when I just knocked out two of their heroes? Okay, that does seem a little bit odd. Okay, let him heal. Clear this, and then with any luck, annex this. Turn this into a city maybe? Because really we need the next tidefall before we can attach anything to this city here. Alright, we're getting quite a bit of influence there, which means we need to do something. How are we doing on science? Tell us how much we're doing. 35 per turn. So if I put If I put a science district there, yeah, +4. We get the +3 food anyway. Okay. Right, so Lithophic Gallery. These are upgrades to merchant districts. I will show you how this works. Remember we had a merchant district there. Okay. So if you got glass steel, you can do that. So you really do want to get hold of glass steel. With these, yes, that's useful, and we've got the resources to do it. We can only do it with one of these, I think. Yes, once per city. The science version we haven't researched yet, but it does do useful stuff. I'm a big fan of this because it's round about era 2 that things open up and you start getting more interesting tech. Right, speaking of which, what do we want to do? I think we 3 we got dust. I think we want that because it lets us upgrade our city center. And then I think we want to be thinking about ooh, that's how you get an extra hero. Okay. I think our chosen are all right at the moment. Plus 50% health. Okay, why not? And then actually, if you think about it, we keep saying we want more science. So skip those, go to that, and then upgrade our city center. Okay. So you can see there's a load of interesting other things. Interesting effects from each research. It's rarely that it just gives you one thing. There's usually quite a lot of interesting choices here. Enables you to assimilate an extra faction. See, that's useful. All of this is useful. Oh, yeah. All right. We'll line that up. That's going quite nicely. How's this guy doing? 222. Yep, going quite nicely. We might put another science district there and a food district there. How's that population doing? Ooh. If I do that, just gets us an extra turn there. If I do that, oof, that's quite long. I want to test something. Ah, so the cost to rush is based on the total cost of the product. It's not based on how many turns you have less. So you can't be manipulating it by stocking all your artisans, getting this down, and then getting this to reduce. But I thought I would test that, but it looks like someone thought about that. So we'll do that. And what are we doing there? Rebuilding the village. Ah, be the first to pacify 6 villages. What do we get? We did have that, didn't we? Plus 5 science per pacified villages under protectorate. Plus 10 science. Wow. Okay, we've doubled our science in a couple of turns. That looks good. What is this? Research toggle. Don't know what that does. Oh, that. Okay. Ah. Do you know, I think it looks nicer the other way. Let's go like that. Okay. Where are you, my dear? Ah, so now, interesting thing, it's happened again. So it's something to do with this map. Oh, that is strange because if you look, remember the preview said it had 4 units, 5 units, so I thought it restocked. But this looks like the same guys. It is the same guys. Oh, so you can go in and okay. There he is again. So it's something to do with this battlefield map. It just means there's something I'm not understanding, but there we go. What do we get? A cipher of horror. Something useful, a little bit of extra dust. Okay. Fetid. What a great word. And we've got an extra camp there. So look, if we want to attach it to a city, none of the cities are adjacent. Ooh. We're going to be waiting quite a while before we can make that into a city of its own. Which means you could, but that's going to cost quite a bit. Huh. But we should be able to, as this is now a friendly territory, we should be, we already did it, didn't we? Okay. And what can these guys turn into? Hand of Garen. We haven't got there yet. Okay, we are on turn 91. Because I've got decent gold dust income, I think I can just buy that and just keep doing that as and when I need to. What was that? It was a science. Okay. I shaved a 10 of the science. Gave me an extra 4 per turn. Hey, all these things add up, you know. And we will build here. You know what? We might as well make it a food district. So over here, my plan is to, on this hex here, I will build, not yet, but I'll show you. It will be, okay, it will be a trading station, and I hope to put some merchant houses around it. Send them that way. So we got into a nice sort of little groove here. We haven't found any glass steel, which is a shame, because it would be nice to do something with that. I thought I'd pacified these 2 little towns here, independent villages. And when I rebuilt them, that repopulated them. Okay. Ooh, what? Okay. Ah, that reminds me. Consumables. Cipher of Horror Power. What does it do? It creates a horror unit on the target tile. Sweet. So we're going to use that in our next fight. Pets are not implemented yet. What a shame. Is he supposed to be some sort of cockroach with big hind legs? Interesting. Turn 93. Yes, they're all coming in. Reinforcement phase. Okay. I'm going to go manual battle just because I want to see what these two heroes do. Okay. Cipher of Horror Power. What is a horror unit exactly? Ah, so basically a type of cavalry. Very nice. He should be able to go. That was pretty cool. I will say one thing, at least the AI turns are nice and fast. So, Rain of Arrows. Let's do some damage. Ooh, yeah. So I don't remember what it was like in the first game, but if you met an opposing army that was the same faction as you, was there any dialogue to indicate that? Was there anything about that? Right. Okay. Nice little money earner. And a nice little level earner. Are we interested in that last skill? Pinning volley. Is that a straight upgrade and replacement of rain of arrows? I think so. Yeah, good. Do you know, I'm thinking, guys, we might as well push east, see what happens if we go after an enemy empire. So we need 4 more techs to get to era 3. And I'm thinking we've got 30 turns left. It might just be possible before the demo ends. Ooh, that would be nice. What does that do? Wisdom of Garin. Another hero. More cool stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Interesting stuff. You also need to heal. So this will boost, this will open up upgrades for our science districts. So we'll go over here. See what we have. Ooh. Once per city, 7. Oh, this also once per city, geodesic dome. Well, let's get that. Nice amount of influence there. We can start doing, we can do a lot with that. How are we doing on hydromiel? Might as well use it, right? Oh. Oh, do we need at least 20? Is that because we're now in another era? Because I'm sure it said 10 before. Ah, interesting. So again, even though we've got a decent amount of influence, we are thinking we want to get another city here. But I think we want to be careful how many cities we have. I would use that because it only costs 100, 5-turn cooldown. But we can't use it on that. We can use it on this, but we're good to go. I think we just wait the extra turn. And then we invade. Oh, okay. No one died. We got some extra dust. Very nice. Okay, so I want to test this. So if we put them on heal, this here fully restores health of all units. So if we click it and then click again. Really? Okay, that is pretty powerful. Oh, don't want to go there. Can't. All right, we are near the end of this episode. Okay. Oh yeah, let's increase his skill. So that goes up with every determination. So we'll just, no, yes, confirm. So if it's saying extra damage per determination, 8, we got 5, that should be 40 extra damage, plus 75 of his normal damage, and his normal damage is 50 to 60. 5. So it should be 37 and a half plus 40. So we're looking at 77 damage per pinning volley in an area of effect. I think that's a good deal. Turn 99. Ooh. Let's see what happens on the next turn. They have glass steel. We do not. Oh, interesting. Okay, yes, let's declare war. Oh, a siege. Interesting. During a siege, continuous damages, I did not know damage was a noun as such, are done to the fortifications depending on the number of units sieging and the unit's skills. Once the defenses have been lowered enough, launch the assault. So that opens up breaches, and if I assault, okay. We have an event. So we're going to deal with the event, and that will be the end of this episode. There's a slight disconnect that this event, this little story is happening in the city, but the character involved, Uerak, is all the way to the right. But, we can forgive that sort of thing. Ooh, corruption. If you recall the last event, Councillor Damian Sofka accused Uverak of overworking his entourage. So this is some sort of drama going on, not quite at the level of a telenovela, but still interesting. I'm a Trine lover. Interesting. Lose dust, gain fortification, but they're not in. Okay. We get a crusher. Where? Crusher or glass steel? Let's go with glass steel. We have some glass steel, which means these guys, we will specialize them into wardens, or at least one of them anyway. Okay, is there anything else I can do on this turn? We have quite a lot of dust. So we could buy that out. That's a farm. Okay. We need influence, which we kind of want to save up because we have that city growing. Over here, do we want to do anything? And we don't really want to spend our influence just yet. So we'll leave these alone. Geodesic dome. All right, guys, that is turn 100. So thank you very much. And in the next episode, that should be our last episode, as the demo ends roughly turn 125 with the second tidefall. We'll see if we can prosecute this war with any degree of success.